Good evening. Thanks for hanging in there, Mark and Sandra. It's good to see you today. What am I going to talk about tonight? Well, I've got to defend Grafton, the beautiful city of the south, you know, and I've got no knickers to pull out. I've got no bras. I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyway, too fucking old, sweetie. I've lived in Byron Shire here in Mullumbimby for 21 years, and I now live in Grafton. It's like going in a fucking time machine going back 50 years. But anyway, I miss Byron. I get up here as often as I can. I'm one of those people that sleeps in the car at Byron, around the car parks, and gets chatted by the local parking rangers. But anyway, fuck them. I really miss going for a stroll on Brunswick Beach, you know. I must have done 2,000 kilometres on Brunswick Beach over a couple of years. But anyway, I was down there recently and I was going to go for a walk, but I felt a bit out of it because, you know, you go down to Brunswick Beach, there's 100 dogs, 50 fucking owners, and the dogs are going everywhere, you know, and the owners are all having a bit of social chit-chat, and you miss out because, well, I don't have a dog anymore. So I killed that problem. I walked down the dog trap and I grabbed one of them black plastic bags. When no one's looking, I put a handful of sand in it. And then I strolled down the fucking beach, waving my fucking handbag, fit right in. Occasionally you run into another dog owner and you have a bit of a social, you stand there and you have a chat and you swing the dog shit around. If anybody asks where my dog is, I just look around and go, Timmy, Timmy! Oh, fuck, Timmy's had enough, he's waiting up at the car. But when I'm leaving Brunswick Beach, I walk back up the dog track and I do the same thing everybody else does. I grab my dog shit and I fucking heave it into the underbrush. Of course, I reckon only half that dog shit makes it that bin at the end of the beach. But anyway, I really like the joint, but I was reading the Byron Shire the other day and I used to be a really bad stutterer. My name used to be Walker, and I lived at 182 Cadaga Road, Gates at West. I don't seem to stammer so much since I took up smoking pot, so I must smoke pot for medicinal purposes. But anyway, I was reading the Echo and as a stutterer you get caught on certain letters. One of the letters I get caught on is C's, and I happened to read this little note. It said a coffee colonic cleanse. And I thought, fuck, that's a beauty. It's coffee colonic cleanse, coffee colonic cleanse. I practiced it for 3 hours so I could come here tonight and say it. And if you don't know what that is, it's actually coffee enema. And what they do is they lay you on a table upside down and then they get a long black coffee and they pour it down a tube and up your ass. And it must be a hell of a caffeine hit, you know. And but I don't have a problem with it, but I don't drink black coffee. My coffee's a soy macchiato with 3 sugars. And I wonder, I've got to pay an extra $1 for that at the coffee shop, and I wonder if I can pay an extra $1 and get the coffee of my choice. Maybe you're a latte, or short black. You might just want to have a good fart, you know. So that, also when I was reading the Echo, I was reading about tantric sex, and I thought, you know, I'm 61 years old and I'm single. I've done a bit of rude in my time. And I thought I'd better check up on this tantric sex just in case I have an offer. So I went up to my friend Paul, he's an artist around here, you might have seen him run around town in his big fire engine. And I said, Paul, what's tantric sex all about? And he says, oh, well, he said, one or two people, or even a group of people get together and they sit around and look at one another and think about what they'd like to do to one another sexually. And this can go on for 4 to 6 hours and it all ends in a bit of a mutual masturbation, you know. And I thought, shit, not for me, but then I thought about it and I realised that I've been doing tantric sex all my life. In buses, on trains, anywhere I went. When I was a young, fit man, I could get on a bus and in a 10-minute drive, I could have visual sex with you 3 times. Yeah. At 61, if I tried it now, I'd probably have a fucking heart attack on the bus. But anyway, reality television's taken over our lives, hasn't it, you know? It started with Survivor. We learned from Survivor that if you want to survive on a deserted island, you've got to stab everyone else in the fucking back. And then there's all the Master Chef and all these cooking shows, you know. We learn all these hints about what we can do with food. We don't do anything about it. We still eat sausages and mash, but it's good to have these hints up our sleeve. I was watching a show with my daughter the other day, and it's called Who Wants to Marry My Son? Fucking terrible show. It should be called Fuck, Give Me Some Help and Get This Lazy Fuck Out of My House. You know? Anyway, me and my daughter were watching it, and she said, Dad, she said, I've got a good concept for a show. So I'm going to speak to Channel 7. I said, yeah. She said, what's it called? She said, oh, it's going to be called Who Wants to Fuck My Father? Anyway, that's about it. We've only got 5 minutes tonight, so thank you very much. Good night.